We have all been there. You're feeling incredibly motivated, this idea pops out of nowhere and it's just non-stop. You can't stop thinking about it, you can't stop working on it, you can't stop aspiring and thinking about what's gonna happen when you actually do this thing and achieve this thing which you're dreaming about. And then, poof, all of a sudden, flatline. No motivation at all whatsoever. This is quite a tricky situation to be in, because it's so easy and it's so common to be on that steady uprise of thinking everything's going my way, things are going well for me, I know what I'm doing, I've got this under control, and then all of a sudden losing all motivation to pursue that task whatsoever. This has happened to me personally on a couple of occasions. I've made videos about this in the past, while I've been having these periods of doubt, lack of motivation, laziness, procrastination, etc. And I'm not saying that I've found the cure, but almost found the cure. You see, when you happen to come into these ruts, so to speak, it's very easy to give up, stop what you're doing, and just say, I'll pick this up some other time when I have more time on my hands, when I'm feeling more motivated, when the circumstances are right, when my mother's dog wants to take walks with me, all types of excuses. But I'm here to tell you that the best time to do it is now. It's happening now. And for each and every day that passes of you not doing this thing, there's someone else doing this thing instead of you. And all of a sudden, you'll be outcompeted, there is no room for your idea anymore, your project. You'll be left exactly where you started. I've had a couple of these experiences myself. For example, the first app that I built called Wonder Sagas, I spent so much time developing this product. I purchased kids stories, I wrote kids stories, I hired ghostwriters, I programmed the whole app, I built the whole subscription model, and then I released the app, boom, nothing happened. I expected people to just download this app just out of sheer will and thinking that, oh, I found this app on the App Store, let me download it, pay this guy a bunch of money and he'll be good for the rest of his life. But no, that's not how the world works, apparently. What happened was I released this app, it came out on the App Store and I had no motivation at all whatsoever to market it. And to get something to succeed, you need a consistent amount of effort. It's not just one-time thing and then you're good, but you need to consistently and continuously work towards this particular goal, even if this doesn't work out. And I'm thinking, I've put 9 months into this app, that's a long time. In the grand scheme of things, 9 months is nothing. One person's 9 months passes like that in the grand scheme of things on this planet. Therefore, it's so much more important to stay consistent over a long time period. And that's kind of the headspace and the realization that I've come to, that this is not a 9-month game, this is not a 1-year game, it's not a 5-year game, it's not even a 10-year game. This is a 30-year game kind of thing, to be able to build something meaningful that's useful to people and that actually has some commercial viability in the marketplace. But what I'm referring to is that the key, or one of the keys to continuing this trajectory of personal growth in order to achieve something greater than where you're at today, you need to do this over a long period of time. And to do that, you need to stay consistent over that period of time. And to stay consistent, you need to have someone who keeps you accountable. Now, this is the thing. You may have great friends in your life, just like I do, but not all of these friends will have the same goals as you, have the same aspirations as you, be as heavily motivated as you to do something, and that's where a success partner comes in. I wish that someone had told me about the concept of success partners when I was 20, because that would have put my life on a drastically different trajectory compared to where it's now. I'm not complaining about where I'm at now, but I'm just saying that it would have helped me stay accountable to all of the different ventures that I have taken up over the past 5 years of my life. And maybe it would have looked different, maybe one of these or some of these would have come further than they have today. But I'm not complaining because I have discovered it today. And I'm very grateful that I have the opportunity to share with you how this helped me and also provide you with a tool that can potentially help you achieve this in the future. So a success partner is one person who you stay accountable to week over week. I actually stumbled upon this by a guy named Joel, who I'm now working with, reached out to me over Instagram, I think back in April of 2023, asking me, hey, there's this thing called being a success partner, or he called it an accountability partner back then. We've now pivoted a little bit and we're calling it the success partner. And then he proceeded to explain to me the whole concept. And I said, hell yeah, I'm in. Why not? This sounds like a perfect idea. From April, we started having weekly check-ins where we would tell each other our tasks. So I would tell him what I'm gonna do for that week, and he would tell me what he's gonna do for that week. And then throughout that week, we would check in on each other and say, hey, how are you doing with this task? Hey, how are you doing with this task? Hey, can I help you with anything? And it actually proved that he was actually trying to build an app, so I could help him a little bit with my programming experience, as well as some of my more like corporate experience. And he is a fantastic copywriter, marketer, all of those kinds of different things. So he was able to help me with quite a lot of those things. So not only were we able to help each other stay accountable, we actually could use each other's expertise in whatever we were pursuing at that particular moment in time. But for all those weeks now where I felt like, okay, I'm not really feeling super motivated or super energetic about working on what I'm supposed to be working on, maybe I'll take a week off, maybe I'll take 2 weeks off. And of course, there will be weeks like that still, but it's much more likely that I didn't have these weeks now, because you will be checking in and saying, hey, how are you doing on this particular task? Or hey, how's this task going? I would see him complete his task and I would feel, okay, maybe I should be catching up a little bit because Joel is so much further ahead than I am. That would keep me motivated to keep doing my stuff over these weeks. So actually, over this period of time, I did achieve quite a lot. I released my Arpster app, I did some marketing for that one, I quit my job, I've started building bags, I've built another app, I've made YouTube videos, and all of those things I've done while taking over another e-commerce. So it's a lot of different moving pieces that I've been able to do just because I've been accountable to someone over this whole time period. So if you're struggling to stay motivated over a longer time period than just a week or a month or even a year, then I would highly recommend that you get a success partner of some kind. Now, this doesn't have to be a complete stranger on the internet. This can be someone in your own house, this can be someone in your own friend group, this can be someone who you happen to know a little bit from social media, whatever. But it's so important that you do have a person like this in your life who will show you a little bit the road when you're not really feeling the road in regards to how you should be moving. Also, it's very fun to share your progress with someone who is not necessarily a close friend, because you know they don't really have the same incentive to be a yes man in that real way. One of the benefits of having a complete stranger of this is that you'll get a completely different perspective. You can get someone from another country with a totally different background, with a totally different set of life experiences who'll be able to guide you and provide advice as well. But also, if it's not someone in your immediate proximity or your current friend group, you're also much more likely to share stuff that maybe you wouldn't. You're also more likely to be able to be a little bit harsh with each other, like, hey, why are you slacking now? And also, you'll avoid any type of potential personal embarrassment if you're one of those people where you don't really have to tell your whole friend group everything you're working on so they don't start judging you, whatever. I'm not sure what type of friends you have. If you do, that's a great benefit of having a stranger. So Joel and I, who is my success partner, start doing this, and we do this for about half a year until October, November. And then we start thinking, this is a pretty cool concept. Then we decide to build a platform for this, and that's what I've been working on. That's what I've been making YouTube videos about for the past 3 or so months. And now we're so close to launching this app. We call it Venture Pals. You may have seen the website, you may have seen some of the videos. I'm super stoked about it. If you are someone who wants to stay motivated, who wants to find a success partner, you don't really have one in your immediate proximity, you want to get a complete stranger off the internet, then Venture Pals is for you. It's the perfect place to Tinder style swipe through profiles that are more like CVs that you swipe through. You find people's interests, you find their bios, you see what the type of stuff they're into. You can like them or you can dislike them, and if they like you at the same time, just like any dating app, you will match with them. And if you match with them, you can send them a request, or they can send you a request to be a Venture Pal for a week. And if you're a Venture Pal for a week, that means you'll be success partners for that particular week. You'll get access to each other's tasks that you're doing for that week. You'll be able to see an overview of how you're progressing compared to how they're progressing, so you know how they're doing compared to you, and maybe get some motivation from that. You'll also be able to chat to them throughout this whole week about your tasks, about your life, about advice that you may need. And they will also be able to comment on all of your tasks to see, hey, checking up on this, how's it going? Hey, let me know if I can help you with this. I actually did a project like this in Myanmar 2 years ago. Random stuff like that you'll be able to find. And we're launching this in 2 weeks, or maybe if you're watching this video after March of 2024, it's already launched. And all of this stuff you can find in the link down below. You can either sign up for the waiting list on the website or on Product Hunt, or you can download the app from the link below. Personally, for me, this concept of a success partner, or a Venture Pal if you will, has changed the game totally. It helps you stay accountable, it helps you stay consistent over a longer time period with what you're doing, just because there's someone checking in on you. You feel like, okay, I don't want to disappoint my success partner this week, so I gotta make sure that I'm getting all these tasks down. And for me, who has struggled a little bit with this in the past, and who has struggled with realizing that this is a long-term thing. Whatever you're working on, it's a long-term thing. 1 year may feel like a long time, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not a very long time. You must realize that to do something and to achieve something great, that requires consistent energy and consistent timed efforts over a longer time period, and that is difficult to do by yourself without anyone holding you accountable, or without feeling any type of external pressure as to, damn, I gotta get this done. So take it from me, as a person who's been working on many random things since I was 20, 18, 16. I've been writing books, I've been starting businesses. None of them have really taken off yet, but we're starting to hit some momentum now. Part of that is because I feel incredibly motivated to get all of my weekly tasks done, and that allows me to have urgency in the micro, meaning that every week stuff needs to get done, because every week I need to do stuff in order to get myself ahead from where I were at the beginning of that week. But also it allows me to have patience in the macro, meaning that in the grand scheme of things, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, it's not a long time. I need to have patience with whatever I'm doing, and I need to make sure that I'm staying consistently focused and determined to achieve whatever I'm aspiring to achieve. And to do that, it helps so much to have someone who keeps you accountable. That's my number one tip, and what I wish that 20-year-old me could have realized and known earlier is that have someone in your life, a success partner, who can help keep you accountable and motivated over a longer time period. And I'm sure that it will help just as much as it's helped me. Reach out to that friend who you've known on Instagram for a while, reach out to that random LinkedIn contact and say, hey, do you want to be success partners? Or download our app, my app, and support me a little bit, called Venture Pals on the App Store, and find your Venture Pal today. Without further ado, now it's time to get back to the more action-packed vlog type videos where we build businesses, we build apps, we build startups, all of that stuff. This is just a sit-down, heart-to-heart moment, a little bit of advice from me, what I've learned and reflected on, a little bit of self-promo. It doesn't go over my head that I just rolled in my app that's completely relevant to this. But regardless, the concept of success partner is great, whatever if you're using our app, or if you're using another app, or if you're using no app at all. I wish you all the best with that journey. If there's anything I can do for you, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me in the comments down below, or send me a message on Instagram, that's also in the link down below. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.